So, Macau is its own district. It's kind of its own country. There's a border crossing, but you don't drive through it, you walk through it. So you drive up to the crossing, and then you get out of the car and you go into what looks like an airport terminal, but you actually just walk through it. It's kind of strange. You walk through, you go through what looks like a conventional passport control inside an airport, and then you step out the other side and there's no aeroplanes. You just get back in the car and go again. It's quite funky. Philip, what do you recommend for noodles?
You like in Hong Kong eat noodle?
Yeah.
No
What do you think?
idea.
No idea?
No.
No idea?
Because Hong Kong is quite expensive for me.
Yeah?
I usually eat the food only in Macau.
Okay, so you eat food in Macau?
Macau sometimes fast food, take a lunch box in the car. That's it.
All right. And that's because Hong Kong food is expensive?
For me, it's quite expensive. For you, it's cheap.
Okay. I don't know.
You is boss.
Depends where we're going.
You is rich man.
Right, so we got dropped off at the Peninsula Hotel. One, because I didn't know anywhere else in Hong Kong to get dropped off, but I was aware of this place. But also, it's an iconic landmark, iconic hotel in Hong Kong. I believe it's Hong Kong's oldest hotel company. It goes back to like the 1920s. But they also made a super baller move by putting in, I believe at the time, it was Rolls-Royce's single largest order of cars. And they had, I think it was 16 Phantom 7s, all commissioned for the hotel, painted in Peninsula green. And there's one outside, so after that breakfast, we should check it out. Well, that was good timing. It conveniently happens to be 4 of the, by the way, it was 14, not 16. Just so happened to be ordered by the Peninsula, and there is 4 of them out here. Look at these. So they have their own fleet, and they're painted in their own green with their own coachwork stripes on it. And the idea is that if you're staying here, then you're able to call up reception, get into one of these and go around Hong Kong or to the airport, or basically whatever you want. Turns out as well, Peninsula has a helicopter service, so you can go and tour the bay and whatnot, which is cool. But yes, always heard about these cars, seen photos of them, but to actually see them, something fabulously regal about it. This is a whole new world of heat. So imagine Dubai summer heat mixed with tropical humidity. And I'm wearing a black polo shirt.
We both?
And black jeans, as it happens. It's kind of all I wear. I'm actually quite used to it these days. But yes, hot as hell doesn't quite do it justice. What a city! Man, I've not been here for so long. It's so awesome to be back here. Also, we could be really hit and miss with the weather here. Like, for instance, when we landed, it's kind of a tropical monsoon. And today, well, look at it. I mean, it's one of the most beautiful cities. I love this place. So Yorkie, why are we in a Seiko store?
My brother-in-law wants this watch. And
Is this a special edition?
It is special.
Special limited edition Seiko.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I just
we
pointed to
hunted
it
down a
and she went,
Seiko
"What's
boutique.
that?"
She looked at you like, oh,
And then
you
she's
know?
on the back.
It's about to get an expensive day, brother-in-law.
Yeah, he's fixed the car a few times.
Okay, fair enough. New arrival.
actually got it.
You actually have it?
Yeah.
Wow. You were like, there's no way that they're going to
Yeah,
have
I was
this,
like,
and
no
you
way.
actually have it. So, honestly, he's been going on about this since we got on the plane to Hong Kong. Literally, as we were taking off, he's like, check out this picture. My brother-in-law really wants this watch. It's super limited. There's no way anyone's going to have it unless we find a Seiko boutique. And they got it delivered yesterday. It got delivered. It's written in the stars, Yorkie. Right, so it turns out that this is the new Prospect speed timer. We're not actually sure if it's a special or limited edition. It's just a brand new colorway. It's only recently launched, and they've only just got it in. You know what
Where's
I think
Nico?
about? Yeah, where is Nico? I would phone him, but back in the UK it's 10 to 5 in the morning. What I think is
I don't think Nico's into this.
appropriate, right, for special trips or moments in time. It's
I
like,
agree.
listen, how often do we come into Hong Kong, right? You'll forever look at that and go, that was that cool time we had when we went to Macau with the Koenigsegg, had a trip to Hong Kong, and you are celebrating a period of time with a great watch. For me, it's all about the memories and the stories, man. That's what it's about. It does look good, dude. No wonder they've all got air conditioning strapped to the side of the building. In fact, all of this water here, this is water droplets from the aircon units. Wow. We're gonna find a DJI Hasselblad store. Just because we're a bit nerdy like that. Oh, that aircon is good. Hey, how are you? This place looks cool, man. New mics. But if anything, we're after smaller mics. I'm sure these are larger. Just saying, every time I've seen these advertised, they have the American plug outlets. So it's nice to see them with British plugs. It's a beast, isn't it? Is it heavy? No, it's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not so bad. It's probably just kind of dense. It's pretty heavy.
This one's got
We
like,
travel with so much gear. I mean,
got like a flip on it.
yeah,
Double tap it.
it flips over. Crop mode. Oh no, it's showing up the. It's bringing up the menu now in the viewfinder. Okay, cool. Thanks. Will that shoot here? Okay. Now we're in.
Yeah.
Now we're in. Okay. Oh, it's good. It's really good. 7,000. Well, 6,000. Yeah, 100 sterling for the body, and then another 1,000-ish for the glass. Okay, so that's about £2,500 or £2,700 ish. Yeah. Typically. Anyway, that big sign up there says it's 75% humidity and, quote, very hot. Right, 31 degrees. Check out the humidity. Wait for it. 75% humidity. You're basically a couple of percent away from swimming here. Yeah, very hot indeed. Feel incredibly fortunate to travel as much as we do. Really is amazing. But there's something about breaking out of Europe and getting into the East. It's just a totally different feel. Culture's totally different. Food's all new. Amazingly, the shopping is very Western. I mean, there's major brands everywhere. I mean, right now, there's a Chanel right there. Pretty much every other aspect about the culture is entirely fresh. And I love that about travel. And there's nothing, no disrespect to Europe at all. I absolutely love it. And you can go from the north to the south of Europe and into Eastern Europe, and they all have their own flavors. But there's something about going east. First of all, the time zone totally slaps you. But then once you've settled in, the weather and the climate's different. The culinary experiences are off the charts. And just the way, they go about life. It's just a different experience. And I love that about hitting the road, and more particularly, why work and traveling for work is so special is because you end up in places that you would never book. I've never thought about going to Macau, for example, for a vacation, but we ended up flying a Koenigsegg there and spending time at a place that I otherwise would have never have discovered. Met incredible people there. It's just a life unlock somehow, Speaking of people, let's go meet Bobby. Hey man, long time.
How are you?
Long time.
How are you?
How's everything?
Good.
Are you good?
Good.
Good to see you.
Hey, hi.
This is Yorkie.
Pleasure. Okay.
Mate, it is hot as hell here.
It is.
The last time I
And
was here, it wasn't this hot.
And the humid, right?
Bro, what time of year did I come here the last time?
It was.
I mean, that's a long time ago. Was it like March or something like that?
Yeah, so probably like
Oh.
springish.
This is different here.
It is. It's
Different
killing,
stuff.
isn't it?
Mate, it's the first time I've seen this in person.
It's the first time coming out. Hong Kong's so humid, right?
Dude,
And then-
tell me about it. It's like having a shower walking
Exactly.
around here.
And then I had to put those dehumidifiers inside.
Okay.
So those small boxes, it leaked.
You're kidding me.
And it was all over my passenger seat.
Water.
Yes. Like oily water. All those dehumidifier water. And then it basically just
Mate.
flooded my seat, my passenger seat. And then I took it back, and then McLaren was so kind. They were like, okay, I'm gonna let you take it under warranty.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a
That's
new
cool.
seat.
Nice.
But it's gonna take 3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
When was
So
this
they-
around COVID time?
It was 2020.
Okay, right at the beginning of COVID.
Yeah, and then I brought it in, and it's still there.
Whoa.
That's it. That's what happened. And then right now I got a situation update. It's still processing. Everything's still going. And then I haven't seen the car for 3 years.
You'd be quicker to fly to Woking, pick up a seat, bring it back.
Exactly. So then,
Dude.
I mean,
I'm sorry
what
to hear
can I
that,
do?
man.
What can I
That's a
do?
real shame.
That's why the LT's there.
Yeah.
My LT Coupe's gone, and then I sold the LT Coupe, and then
Yeah.
now I'm looking for another LT Coupe
Yeah?
to drive back to China because I work in China now.
Okay, right, nice.
Yeah.
I've never even seen a Defender like that in the UK. I
yeah.
mean,
So
Land
this is
Rover.
the first one
Sorry.
in the world.
is it?
They're gonna do it again. So the base is actually from a very nice American guy
Right.
called Jay Austin.
Okay.
He was in one of the American car shows.
Right.
So this platform and the Range Rover and the Range Rover Sport, they can do that. I use this to climb everywhere.
I bet.
Yeah.
It looks really cool, actually.
It is.
Jack Discovery.
It is.
It is.
It is. It is. It's fun. Yeah, these are actually for the Defender.
Okay.
I bought them,
Yeah.
and then I had to cut the rails from the luggage, and then it fits.
I can see.
I cutted them.
The rails just sort of end.
Yeah, it sort of ends, but then because I actually put on the fully travel kits.
Okay, nice.
I
Oh, but
actually
this
have
looks
to
so
put luggage
badass
on.
with a roof box on it.
It works. That's the American brand. That's the J. Austin thing.
Does it?
Now it should be at the lowest setting.
This is its lowest setting.
That's the lowest.
That's got some serious
It'll
ground
still
clearance.
go up. It'll still go up.
Ferrari's always had a odd ride height, haven't they?
Yeah, they do. These are the Tour de France, right?
The brake
brake.
calipers are, yes.
Yeah, I love that color. That's my favorite Ferrari color.
Yeah, it's definitely got the axle lift up, I
Yeah.
think. Maybe. I didn't realize, I'm not sure that these do have all axle lift. I just think that's the gap.
Because I had a friend who just bought a new Type R, the Civic Type R. And he was driving around with it, with the car like, it looks lifted, right?
Yeah.
No one realized until one day he took the car for alignment.
Right?
And you know what happened?
Yeah.
The transportation foam was always in the suspension. No one noticed. He was driving around for like 20K kilometers.
And he didn't know?
He didn't know. And then we were like, your car looks so strange.
And he couldn't feel that?
He couldn't feel it. He put lowering springs, everything.
Man.
The moment he was about to install the lowering springs, he found the foam.
You're kidding me.
It wasn't really a foam, it was a hard plastic. And then he was like,
you
oh, it
you
was
really
jacked up
would have
the
been
whole
able to
time.
have felt that.
It was jacked up the
You
whole
know?
time. And then
Yeah,
we were like, are you still doing it? He's like, I got the springs, I have to do it. And then he kept on doing it.
Man,
Yeah.
that is wild. Hey,
Oh.
man.
What's up, man?
How's things, dude?
How are you?
Long time.
Welcome back.
Yeah, how's everything?
How are you?
How's life, bro?
From Hong Kong.
Mate,
Welcome
we
to
were just
Hong
saying
Kong.
a minute ago, we were sat outside talking around Bobby's Center. I was like, it was like accumulating on me. It was
Yeah.
like wet, just standing around. It's bonkers, bro. It's bonkers.
The last
you
time
took
I
it
drove
to
it
one
out, you
event.
saw it. So the key's been living in a plastic bag.
You took it to that McLaren event, that was it.
The reason with
Yeah.
that is because I've never driven the car and then it's already broken.
I'm gonna put that down to humidity.
MSO quality. MSO quality.
Damn. Wow. What a shame, man.
Oh,
Dear me.
oh, you guys can have it.
You clearly didn't pay for the expensive glue. That's what it was.
Yeah, it must be that.
This is MSO glue.
It must be
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, exactly.
MSO case back,
MSO case.
not the
Yeah,
side.
works glue. I really like this, and the gloss. There's something about it, man. That really. I think it's because basically every other Senna that you're mostly familiar with has satin carbon. So when you see it completely gloss, it looks luxury somehow. It's very cool. It would be the other way around if they were all gloss and you saw a satin one. You'd say, oh, that looks different. It's cool. Look how great it looks.
It's like a video game, man.
It feels. Do you remember Outrun?
Yeah, it feels.
It feels like Outrun. That's a slammed Tesla with a body kit.
They are so fast.
That's so fast. That's crazy fast. Yeah, where it lacks in sound, it makes up in speed like compound. It seems like the car culture's kind of chilled a bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no one's coming out these days.
No one's coming out.
Don't you see all these signs, those?
Yeah, the speed camera signs.
Yeah, telling you there's like speed cameras
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah, yeah.
So they started camping here. We call them camping in Chinese.
Oh, really?
We call it barbecue because they sit there with a stupid camera.
Is this the same part that we came up to in 17?
No.
2017?
Oh, we should
No,
go
it's a
there.
different-
We
yeah?
have to go there.
All right.
The peak.
Is that cool?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah?
We should.
I'm having a bit of a nostalgic throwback Yorkie. You know what I find mildly profound, I guess, is I've known these guys longer than you. Which you guys must remember, I was filming on a dad cam back then. I had this
Yeah.
the Sony AX53
Yeah,
thing, and I was just like vlogging around. And
Yeah.
you know, on the flight out here, I did a piece to camera saying, you know, back then I had no idea what I was doing. You know, like I didn't know where it was going.
Right.
And what it would become. I just knew that every morning I woke up, it was exciting. And that's all I knew. So I was like, okay, let's just keep this going while it's going, you know? And thankfully, it didn't end. Because I always thought, there's no way this is going to continue. I really appreciate you guys bringing us back here because this was a really special moment back then. It was very cool, and it was great that you guys were so open arms back then. And it was like the beginning of it. It was such early days, man. It was such early days. So it meant a lot, man. I was just saying, actually, in our drive just now, on the road as a road car, I actually think the 765 is a better road car than Senna.
Yes.
But my God, when you get Senna into race mode on a track, different world. It's a different world. But I find a 765 is basically that on the road because you can't get anywhere near the performance that this thing is designed for.
True.
If you drive it to a track though, it's just a total game changer.
If it's completely on the road, I would rather take a 600 LT.
The mega car.
I would rather
Spider
take
with the dropped window with the roof up.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard that due to the homologation rules, that it's unlikely that a manufacturer is going to be able to put the exhaust pointing where they are again.
Really?
So like the 918 had them behind the head, 600 LT had them behind the head. Yeah. They're not sure if they'll be able to ever do that again. So that's actually quite a special car.
That's sad.
I know. I actually think the way forwards is backwards. We're enjoying slightly older cars. They've got more theatre and soul and feel, and the naturally aspirated stuff sounds so good. It's really cool to come back in the day as well, because I've only ever been up here at night. So to see this in the daytime, and from what I'm hearing, we're really fortunate to land on such a clear day. Yeah. To be able to see this is spectacular. So what are we staring at right now? What's the geography? Which side's the Kowloon side?
Right now we're on the Hong Kong side.
This is Hong Kong side? Okay.
Central's right in front of you.
Right.
And
okay.
If you look at the harbour there.
Yes.
That's IFC.
Okay.
And the Ferris wheel's where the central harbour is.
Okay. And
then right across it, if you see Lippo. Lippo's Admiralty. So
Admiralty.
Hong Kong's like relatively small. That's another district. Oh, that's the if you see Shun Tak. That's where you grab the ferry to Macau.
So cool. This thing sounds so good. Oh, it's nice. I tell you what would be nicer. Aircon. That's how we go. Ooh, Speciale. A Persa, no less. Very cool. Speciale's one of my all-times, dude. One day, when I'm old and I'm not buying cars and doing silly things, and I have a consistent garage, a Speciale will be in there.
There we go.
As a forever car.
I mean, they say you can't go wrong with the 458.
Yeah.
And the Speciale.
So
Pinnacle.
good. Maybe if the prices don't go absolutely insane, which they currently are.
Yeah.
Is TDF?
Yeah.
Special.
TDF that's
so good.
Probably one of the best Ferraris I think they've ever made.
Awesome. It hits you, like the heat I'm talking about, hits you straight in the face. And then you sort of begin acclimatizing to it. It's quite strange. And then when you walk into an air-conditioned space, that then hits you in the face. And you get ping-ponged between extremities of temperature. I don't know how you don't all have colds, man. It's like, it's crazy. You're literally dipping yourself in and out of hot and cold. I can't help myself when I see an R8. That's the V8 as well. My bad. That's an interesting color.
Remember the R8 coming out with us?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's an Ultronic as well.
Really?
Yeah.
The manual R8s, the originals, and they did a facelift manual R8. It was the last of the first generation.
The 4.2.
The prices of those as a manual are, they're like another 20 grand versus the R-Tronic. I think these would make a very interesting project car. Not the R-Tronic, the manual ones. Yeah. I think you could save a lot of weight in them. But that color, I've never seen that color on an R8. That's cool. This is the area where the Apple store is. Oh, it's right there. It's one of the coolest Apple stores. It is. Because it goes over the road. Look at that. That's so cool. How cool is that?
Another late night photo shoot.
I know that they're impromptu and they happen regularly, which I'm okay with. It's very cool. But if I lived here, I would shake my head. But it's just like getting dripping, flopping.
Well, if it wasn't for you guys, we would never do that.
Well, it's good, man. It's good to get the cars out.
But you know what? It's good for the kids. I think it's just good for the kids.
People seem to like it.
cool. That was really cool.
Thanks, James.
Real pleasure.
Yeah.
Real pleasure. Thanks very much.
Can't wait to see you guys again.
Super cool. Yeah, we're not going to leave it 7 years this time.
Hope you guys liked it.
Mate, it was amazing. I loved it. Love it. Congrats, buddy.
Oh, great day.
That was good fun, right? So much fun. Take care, man.
Cheers, bud. That was dope.
Super